I'm gonna show you how to touch up some cabinets. I kind of already had that video where I walk through here. I might tie them all together. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna show you just some of the methods that we use. At least I've been doing it this way for the past probably 20 years. And I don't really like doing it where they're out in the open. These ones right here are probably the hardest ones to touch up because a lot of people think you just paint it and it's fine, and it didn't work that way. So all I'm doing is kind of filling in the crack with paint. And I hope it dies off. Stuff like this, I would just take a rag and wipe it off because it's probably food or some kind of cleaner or something. You know what we're doing is trying to give him a little more time until he's going to actually break down and fix everything because we painted these cabinets probably 10 years ago. I'd say at least 10 years. It is, yeah, see like stuff like this. That's even that don't look bad. In order to fix that, we'd have to paint the whole back of that. Like there's no cutoff points. So when it comes to something like that, you gotta watch what you do because if we got a cutoff point, we can touch it right up. It's not a problem. But if we don't have a cutoff point, you kind of have to repaint it. And we've did this a couple times over the years. Um, this right here is my kind of bread and butter. Um, I would definitely say that I do this more than not. But when we originally painted these, he didn't want like a spray finish. He wanted an actual. If you notice, it's got brush strokes in it. He didn't want the spray finish. He wanted it to remind him of an old farmhouse, which it definitely did that. And these are stress cracks, either in the wood or in the paint and wood. So kind of what you gotta do is fill them up. And if you get, say, you try to do it and you don't get um, So you try to do this, and you don't get the actual paint in the hole. Just grab a wet rag and wipe it off. But it's perfect for stuff like this. And so here's what this process is for. It's perfect for things like that. Little pinholes, stuff like that. So instead of sanding this down and repainting it, you can do that. And you can do stuff like this too. Now after this dries, I'll fix this part back here. Right now I'm just putting paint on this because it ain't got none. And it's because the door is sticking from all the years of it dropping. And like I said, this process is just to clean it up. It'll get you by. And this is really common. This is really common when you spray over top of any kind of stain finish like lacquers or anything like that. The chipping on them is like it'll it'll go up tenfold. But normally what we'll do is I'll go through here and hit these little spots like this at first, and then after that it'll leave all the major stuff like this that I got to take care of. Because stuff like this is I'm most likely gonna have to. I'll just put a piece of tape right here, put a piece of tape right there, and I'll sand this out because it's if you hear it real sticky, the paint sink. You know that it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel smooth and hard like this, and it's not. It feels gummy, and that's not normal. Like I said, this process here is just to clean up the little hard stuff that you can't really just touch up. I was looking at this earlier. I don't know how I want to address that yet. I want to play with you for a while. Hopefully something comes to me. And you really gotta look this stuff over because, like, stuff like this, you can definitely do like this. Normally, what I do is I try to pack it in there. Because what it is, it's a bunch of cracking. Then I'll wipe off any extra that I don't need. You see how the corner, and that's from opening and shutting them so much, it kind of like builds this little vibration, but it also creates dust. So you just want to try to get the dust off of it. So you just want to clean it up. And you don't want to go past, you want to try to keep it in this facility too, because if you start traveling out here, you're going to start looking, it's going to start, you'll notice it. So you don't want to travel too far. I'll take all the paint out of it. I'll stick it in that corner. Now I use the tip of the brush, let it clean that corner out. I used to do this quite often, and work's kind of got slow, but this was kind of something we do on a regular basis, is go through and touch up people's cabinets. I haven't had a chance to do it in a while. So it's not a bad idea to go through it clean it off, because if you notice like that right there, that's oil from cooking. So if you can get a wet rag or a microfiber and wipe that off so it doesn't affect it. Because if you use a wet rag and grind on it, it'll give it a dull spot. You don't want to do that. But you just want to take the oil off of it. And usually a microfiber will do it. Magic erasers don't work bad, but you gotta be very gentle. Like very gentle when it comes to a magic eraser. But for the most part, like I wouldn't recommend a magic eraser on something that dark. That's one thing I would not do is recommend a magic eraser on something like that because you would see everything that you're scrubbing. More food. I guess it is kind of nice. They're not that bad of shape. There's a nick right there, but that's in the wall. Nice stuff like this. just can't beat this process. Because once that dries, it'll flatten itself out and look like it's part of the finish. See, this is one we did a few years ago. That's how it ends up. It's not something that's like really like the touch up spot's like minuscule. And that's what you want. You don't want when you touch something up, you don't want it to flash and you don't want it to stand out. And it's very hard to do. The only downside of this, the only downside of doing this is uh, your brush end holds so much paint, so you got to be like really careful on not dry brushing it. Here's a perfect example. Here, here. Clean that puppy right up. After you do this for a couple hours, I definitely recommend washing your brushes out. This will start to get hard on you, and it'll start leaving little chunks of stuff in there. If you notice, I wiped it off. All I wanted to do is cover up that white. Everything else can go. Yep, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, just get hold of me. You can make a message, or I'm trying to get my channel to like an actual YouTube channel. So if you can help me with that subscribe button, so I get that thing, I'd be really grateful because I gotta get 1,000 subscribers just to be an actual like YouTube channel, and it'd be nice to get it there. Because right now I'm monetized, and there's like only so much I can do, but I'm trying to get that off there. So it's kind of like right now I'm like on like a probation area, so and it sucks because there's only so much I'll do because I'm not an actual YouTuber, and I don't know, it's weird. But until I can get my channel off monetized, I'm I'm like being babysitted, I guess. But for the most part, if you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, I'd be really grateful. And maybe if I got some more stuff like this, I'll show you. Like, just to give you an idea, I went through here and hit all the nicks, all those little pinholes that was in here. And now I'm about to go through here and hit this little more major stuff, but which I'm not really sure I'm going to handle that just yet. I need to see how this paint's active because it's kind of old. and I don't want to paint the whole thing when I don't have to. But love you and God bless.